Hello, hold on 1 minute. It's me, it's Cores, aka Corey P, aka who I just woke up in the morning. I'm a little tired, but sorry, I was looking at myself in the camera. I wanted to talk today because I got wind of this story about an 18-year-old Rutgers University freshman who hurled himself off the George Washington Bridge because basically Tyler Clementi is his name. Basically, it was a typical, night, after, a week of studying, Tyler wanted to just kind of, he found that a person he was interested in and he wanted to hook up with them. So, of course, like any any respecting roommate, he tells his roommate, "Hey, I'm gonna need the room for a couple of hours, and when I'm done, I'll let you know." So the roommate leaves, but little does does Tyler know, his roommate left his webcam on, to broadcast the encounter live over the internet as it was going on. And he had the link and everything on his Twitter. Basically it says, "Hey, you want to see this? My roommate's getting it in. Click here." Thinking it was going to be funny and it was going to be a joke. But little did his roommate know, or I guess what made it even better, is that Tyler was interested in a young man. So, basically he was gay. And, this was like his first gay experience. And basically his roommate filmed it and it was broadcasted and streamed live via the internet. Yeah, that's quite fucked up. Well, needless to say, when Tyler found out about it after it happened, he was like embarrassed, mortified, and devastated, so much to the fact that he decided that, he wanted to end his life because he wasn't, I guess the situation was that he wasn't out, or, he didn't, nobody really knew about his sexuality, and that was kind of like his first situation, with another guy. Hold on. Cereal break. But yeah, like when I got wind of this story, I just thought, man, that's really messed up of his roommate to do that. Like, just even if his roommate, his roommate didn't know he was gay, but just in general, like, that's an invasion of privacy. Like, that is wow. Like, Lord knows I don't want nobody seeing my sexual encounters via the internet. Like, I'm not a porn star. So, therefore, I didn't sign a consent form. Ain't nobody paying me. And I'm pretty sure Tyler felt the same way. And on top of that, it was a very sensitive moment. Like, this was this kid's first time, I guess, exploring his sexuality. And he did not want that to be like an internet sensation. And it was. And, because of it, he was so embarrassed, so devastated, he decided that, ending his life was the only option. That saddens me as well. First, let's start off with, of course, the roommate and stuff. When he got wind that, you know, his roommate killed himself over what happened, he immediately deleted all his Twitter, Facebook, and all those accounts, so he wouldn't get caught because he's such a caring person. No, but yeah, and of course, because it's the internet, people caught wind of it. He's in jail and he's facing at the most, I think, 5 years in prison, which, I mean, it's very serious because it did result in somebody dying, but he didn't actually kill him, so I guess they can't really bring him up on murder or anything. But I just want to take this time to really, sure how much time I have left, really talk about like why this is not cool. Like, first I want to address, because like a lot of stories like this have been coming up over the past month, hell, over the past year, where all these young, gay people, especially gay males, have been killing themselves and trying to end their life because somebody's making fun of them or harassing them or doing fuck shit like this, broadcasting their sexual encounters over the internet. And I really wish somebody had gotten to this kid right before and just been like, yo, Tyler, sir, look, it's not that serious. Like, yeah, it's really messed up. Like, that doesn't excuse what your roommate did to you. That's really fucked up. Like, he shouldn't have did that, but it's only gonna suck for a couple of days, a couple of weeks, maybe. I mean, and that was gonna be that. Like, this is the age of just like everybody's trying to be like an internet celebrity. So, something would have happened in a week or a month and you would have been out in the clear. But still, you know, I totally understand. Like, because like I said, Lord knows nobody's done that to me. And had it been me, I wouldn't have killed myself. I would have, politely found where my roommate was, his whereabouts, and I would have drug him from one end of the campus to the next. And I probably would have had that filmed since, he wants to film shit. He would have got film of me kicking his ass. But I wanted to address, like, on the young, I guess, LGBT kids and stuff. Killing yourself is not the answer. I mean, life isn't easy for anybody, but I mean, especially, for us. But ending your life is definitely not the issue. I mean, the solution. What is that going to solve? Because, yeah, people picking on you, yeah, people harassing you, but you know what? You killing yourself, now you dead, and they still walking around, and if they didn't give a fuck about you before, they probably don't give a fuck that you killed yourself, girl. So, you know, come on, get it together. Don't do that. I know it's hard. I mean, it's hard for me, and I'm 25. And like, there's still some things that I struggle with, like, like my mom and my brother still. My mom's just convinced that I'm just a big ball of confusion. I'm not confused. I know exactly who I am and what I am and what I like and what I'm attracted to. But we'll let her have that. My brother, if he gets wind of this one, he ain't gonna have too much nice stuff to say either. But it's whatever, because I'm gonna be me, and that's just gonna be that. you know. And I'm not trying to come off all self-righteous, but I'm just saying, like, in the end, at the end of the day, it's, you ending your life is not going to really affect anything. It's just, the story that it's just going to be another news story that keeps piling up with the rest of them. Somebody killing themselves because, somebody didn't like them because they was gay. I mean, come on. Like, that's not, let's, I understand, like, you might, hell, like, a lot of my own family, they don't even talk to me. And like, mind you, I haven't even, technically, I'm not out. My friends know. And, some of my very, very small percentage of my family knows. Everybody else, they know, but I haven't said anything. Like, I haven't confirmed it. And yet, they already treated me with isolation and kind of, that whole thing. Like, they just, I don't even get so much as a phone call to see how I'm doing. So, and that hurts my feelings a lot. Like, I'm basically treated like the shame of the family, and I haven't even done anything. So, my thing is, it's gonna get better. It may not seem like it will, but it is. And, just, stay up and, definitely try to find a support system. Hell, like, there's always somebody you could talk to. So, don't ever think that it's the end of the world, because, it's not. And, I don't say I'm living proof, but yeah, it's not the end of the world. And, you'll get through it. And, hell, if you see in this comment, leave like an email address or something if you really don't have anybody to talk to. I mean, I'm not a counselor or anything, but hell, I'll talk to you, even if it's via the email or via Twitter. Like, leave me your information if you get this. So if you see this and you just feel like you got to talk to somebody, I mean, like I said, I'll talk to you if nobody else will. So, y'all be safe. Tyler Clementi, my heart goes out to your family. And, yeah, it's, man.